Round 2 of printing with my jelly matrix. This is from the Art Shack and it's for Monotype printing, which is the one type of printmaking where you cannot get a consistent edition. It is all about the one-offs. So I tried rolling ink on earlier and I tried painting and a couple of other things. Didn't quite like what I ended up with. Got a little messy, so I'm gonna see if I can refine this situation a little bit. So far, what I figured out with the jelly matrix is that whatever ends up on the very bottom layer of your jelly matrix is what's gonna print. So if you build it up like a painting and have like thick layers of ink, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get all the stuff that's mixed in underneath. And, well, that turns into a mess. So I'm just gonna like mess around a little bit. I'm gonna roll up some ink. Let's do, I don't know, let's do the violet. I'm gonna smudge some colors around. Smudge is a technical term now. And use my little brayer and plonk it right on. When you are rolling up ink, you want to roll and lift and roll and lift. Think of it as an aerobics class. And that gives you a really nice distribution of ink over your brayer. Let's think of this as a test strip. Just gonna like roll it right on. Okay. Yeah, sure. This is interesting because I'm finding that if you over roll ink onto this, it starts lifting back up. And I think that has something to do with the consistency of the jelly matrix. It's a little bit sticky. But I have a nice little layer of purple ink on there now. Let's try watering some ink down. Let's take some pink and smudge it along the top with the paintbrush. And then adding a little bit of water. I'm using, it's kind of oily ink, but it's still water soluble. And you can see when I add too much ink, or not too much ink, too much water, it kind of separates off the jelly pad. And let's get some turquoise, it's right here. Big vertical line. There's no thought process happening here. Okay, although I will show you. You can see here, or maybe not. Oh yeah, there, you can see at this angle. See how thick that ink is? That is just gonna smush and spread out when I print it. So I need to do something about that situation. I'm just gonna brush it back off. I'm gonna get a little aggressive here and do a yellow roll. No, well, there's still purple ink on my palette knife. Because purple and yellow are complementary colors, which means they will make brown, which is not the vibe that I'm looking for right now. Got some yellow spread out. And I'm just gonna do one swipe across because see how the brayer picked up all of that turquoise? If I do another swipe across, it's going to transfer it down again and make a big mess. And now, because this is an experiment, I'm going to take just one of my student brushes. These are my cheapy ones that I can beat up on a little bit. And I'm just gonna add some texture. Oh, I got into the purple. Danger. There. Let's add some magenta in there to get some orange tones. This is not supposed to look like anything. I just want everyone to know this, because it's not gonna look like anything. So I'm just gonna like pull some of that magenta up here to the top where I have my first round of magenta. Get a little continuity there. Now I have some serious texture overkill that I don't feel great about, but it's like that now. And then I'm gonna take the back of this brush. You don't wanna, if you wanna make any marks on this, apparently you don't wanna use any sharp objects, because it'll just slice it right up. So if you have something soft like this, then you're fine. I'm making a mess. Let's just print this. I have some Fabriano paper from the Art Shack. And I'm just going to rip a piece of this off. I love these paper pads. I use them all the time in class because I can just sliver off a piece of paper and give it to my kids and they're good to go. This is my Baron. And I'm holding it. See how I'm holding it? So when I push down, the Baron is giving me an even distribution of pressure across my matrix. And I also have a sheet of scrap paper to help protect my print. And I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, that little pink dot there. That's because my hands aren't clean. So this is what happened. You can see there are some like cool textures happening. But you can see over here where it did a lot of mixing, it got really murky and messy, which I kind of saw coming. And some of those marks that I made and tried to cover up, the marks that I made, the squiggly lines, they did not get covered up. They got buried and reemerged like zombies. But, okay, that was kind of cool though. I'm gonna try this again. I'm not done. We're not done here!